Hi YouTube friends, it's Lee here. Welcome to Junk Journal January for 2025. So this is an open challenge hosted by Meg from Meg Journals. There's a link to her channel in my video description box, and I'll be making a creation every day in my little journal here from the prompts that Meg has provided. Welcome to day 24, which is line. Getting through them now. So what I have here is a paper napkin, one of my favourite paper napkins. I actually think this is one of the first ones I ever bought, and I love it, and I've nearly run out, and I'm going to be broken-hearted if I can't get it again. I've got a piece of lined paper, so this is just an A4 exercise book. I've torn a piece out. I've torn a couple of pieces in half, and what I'm going to do is just lightly glue this down. And I need to glue the pages together. The layers back together, because when you cut them they come apart in the middle, so I just need a little bit to hold that together. Don't want it falling apart while I'm stitching it. So I'm going to glue this on just lightly. Then I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew along the lines on here. So let me see. I'm just going to put that down like that, press it down, make sure it's not coming apart anywhere, and it is. A bit more glue stick. Just going to cut off that excess so it doesn't get in the way when I'm stitching, and take it to the sewing machine. Then I'll do something else with it. Okay, I've just been sitting there talking to myself without the camera being switched on, so let me repeat it again. You're only hearing it for the first time, I'm hearing it for the second time. Okay, so I've done the stitching. Looks pretty neat. I mucked it up in a couple of places, but overall I think it's pretty good. I've got some pages here. A piece of the front cover page out of a book, a bit more of this paper here that the serviette got sewn down onto, or the napkin. A piece of printed tracing paper. I didn't realise that had been folded down, so maybe that could be my pocket instead. Maybe I could stitch them together over the top of each other. Alright, so I got that. I'll think about it while I'm doing the sewing. So I'm going to sew in this with the sewing machine, the signature. I'm also going to, on the front cover, sew this, which is a printable that I have glued some coffee dyed or coffee stained baking paper onto. So that's what it looks like. And I'll put another piece behind it. And I wanted to put that on the cover as well, and I think I'll include a piece of lace, because I've used this lace a couple of times in this book, so I'll put a bit of that in. So that'll get sewn on, that'll get sewn in, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do with the pocket, whether it's going to be the tracing paper or the vellum. I actually like the tracing paper better. The vellum, well, it's stronger and it has more distinct lines on it. This has got scribbled lines and things, so yeah, I'll make my mind up about that in a moment. But I'm off to the sewing machine. Right, firstly, what I did with the pocket was I ended up making it into a double pocket by not sewing, like sewing these two pieces together on three sides. So that will fit there, just. Wow, I didn't realise how close I'd come to being oversized here. I'm just going to see if I can trim a little bit off on each side. Maybe not. Maybe it is just going to have to hang over the page a little bit. Won't matter. I like things hanging off the page. So that's going to go there. There's the book. That's all stitched together, and I just tore that edge off. I left that loose because I want it to do this. Scrunch up like that. Bit of lace. Now, can't do much about that. It doesn't matter, you can still write on there. And there's the pages of the little notepad that goes inside the pocket. So I'm going to glue down this. I have to remember that this side is going to come over the edge of the page ever so slightly. Art glitter glue is what I'm using. Going along the bottom, and I'll glue inside the line of stitching here. Pop that down, and I'll put my rice bag on top of that just until it sets. Alright, that should be dry. It's been about 10 minutes. There's my little book, and that's going to pop into that pocket there. Now it's a double pocket, so I sewed the two pieces of paper over the top of each other, so if I had another journaling card that could sit in there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy today. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments what you think, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the 25th for Modern. Until then, happy crafting, happy creating, hugs and cheers from Australia. Hooroo!